Hello, 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 welcome back to the continuing adventures of Wolfgang as he... I nearly said treks through the dungeon. As he tries to survive in the wilderness and collect the 5 thingies to get out of the world of Don't Starve. Where last we left off, winter had ended and I'd begun doing my summary things. I had kind of made brief inroads into the mining camps here and brought a whole bunch of flint back with me. But really, I was sort of stagnating a little for what to do next. There is a pig king way off to the west. I should probably go and harvest gold from him at some point in the foreseeable future. I still haven't met the tree ants the tree creatures that I want to fight in order to advance to the next tier for crafting. That's a pretty good summary, I think. Let's get back to the game. Oh wow, I'm apparently nearly starved and nearly dead. What is on the drying rack? Jerky? I will totally jerky right now just to fix both of those traits. I'm trying a new recording method out. Hopefully it will improve the quality and we'll see. Oh, and I must have picked up a chester last time. That's nice. I don't remember having him before. Where's my eye bone? I like leaving my eye bone in my backpack. This is all of the unnecessary niter I picked up. I'll drop that in somewhere I can store it. And have I learned to make papyrus yet? No? Well, I'll learn already. Awesome. Okay, it is very close to to darkness. I think what I'm going to focus on today is showing you guys how to become immortal in this game. So, as I've referenced before, this game does have permadeath, but it's not dungeon crawl like permadeath, where it's actually a driving force in the game, IMO. It's more of a background threat that can eventually be overcome. I'm gonna go grab some honey so that I can start making honey ham for healing. Also, apparently those are honeybees that came out to attack me. Oh, it's about to get too dark. Never mind. Let's just get into the light. Get into the campsite. Do I have anything set up to burn? If no, we'll just shovel out the remaining grass stalk. And fuel her up. Alright, let's start making honey ham for the sake of rapid healing. But yeah, Dungeon Crawl, Stone Soup, and most roguelikes, the whole reason the game works is because of permadeath. You take away permadeath, the game ceases to be of any interest. Okay, you know what? That bird is really freaking annoying. I'm gonna take it out of the cage and throw the bird in a box somewhere. I think you can technically store a bird in a box. Beautiful. All of this probably still needs fertilizer, yeah. Permadeath is a driving force in the game. It is always a concern. It is the reason that your playstyle always has to be a certain way. You can never take too many risks because of it. It dominates the gameplay, for better or for worse, but for people who like those games, like myself included, you learn to deal with permadeath and fight with it, and that's the point. In this game, I feel like permadeath is more of a background threat. Technically it's there, technically it's a risk, but really, as long as you're not playing badly, you're not going to ever have to worry about it. Especially if you learn what steps you can take as insurance against it ever being a factor at all. And, you know, for those of you who don't play any dungeon crawl type game other than Stone Soup, you might be surprised to find out that most dungeon crawl style, roguelike style games provide methods of resurrection, like an amulet that you can wear that will give you a second life if you die, or some similar feature. This game is no different. I've already pointed out touchstones, and I'm going to take a quick look to see if I can find my touchstone. I know I have one in this game, somewhere. Or maybe I used it up already. I don't know. But you know, touchstones are a thing in this game that can preserve your life after death once. Touchstones are only one such method of immortality. There are others. Most notable is in this game that you can construct something called a meat-effigy, and that is what I'm going to focus on trying to construct over the course of the next couple days of gameplay. Something that will provide my insurance against death. Let's go ahead and put on our armor and spear. Actually, I kind of want to make another bee box before I go too far in. So, fire me up one of those. Bugnet. Yo, bee. You be mine. And another one. Damn insectoids. Maybe I can grab this one. 3. I think you need 4 total, so boom, there's my 4th. And with all of the stamina on the net left, let's just grab butterflies as much as possible so that I can make a real panoply of flowers. Come on, come on. There's another. This will increase the speed at which they generate honey, obviously, giving them more flowers to work with. And you'll notice that I'm positioning them all away from my base. That's a coincidence. It just shouldn't really make a difference. Righto. Next time I see a honeybee comb, I'll be able to use this to make another beehive. Let's grab another wabbit twap. Wabbit. Chunk. And I came here for the honey, so let's grab the honey. Managed to get out. Awesome. Alright, sweet. I'm not going to need the winter hat for the remainder of the summer, so I'll just drop it here by the camp. Apparently the lightning rod did its work during the rainstorm. That's great. And this honey ham should be up shortly. Okay, we are in business. I no longer feel like I have low health. So now, once that honey ham's done, I'll be good. Well, maybe I'll get one more, because you'll see what I'm about to do. There we go. Drop the rabbit trap, wabbit twaps. Is there more honey in the box? I feel like... Yes, sweet. These guys are producing honey really quickly now. Boom. In and out. Got my honey. Okay, so basically it looks like I'm blowing an entire day just making honey ham. All told, there are worse things you can do with a day. Remember how I used to make a lot of meatballs? Well, this is just the superior option. All of the food value of meatballs, plus all of the health value of the honey ham. Come on. Cook. Harvest and eat. Alright, that should be pretty sustaining. Okay. I've got a little while longer to go before this day is closing. So what I'm going to do is actually... To hell with it. I'm going to delay one more time getting started on my... You know what I'm going to do? While I go... I'm going to go and harvest the nearby thingamabobs. I'm going to go to the east and kill off the honeycomb and bring it here. But while I do, I will explain the process of immortality in this game. When you die, you resurrect at the nearest touchstone. If, on the other hand, you have something called a meat-effigy, you can resurrect there instead. Now, a meat-effigy looks like the main character of the game, Wilson. Oh, God, that's a lot of them. Ah, hell, I can handle you guys. Especially if I don't fight you all at once. The armor is key. I couldn't do this without the armor I'm wearing. Ditching all of the stingers because I don't much care for them. Let's go ahead and take out the honeycomb. Probably going to require a fair amount of wood to finish construction of my bee box. How much does that require? Okay, so clearly I'm getting sidetracked, and that's making it difficult for me to just say what I need to be saying. A meat effigy is constructed from A lot of wood, which is not that hard to come by. A lot of meat, in fact cooked meat, which is trickier to come by, but you've seen me come by it, typically by killing a qualiphant, but I can also get it by killing off beefalo to get good meat. Technically, when you kill a pig, there's a small chance for it to drop a single piece, but that's a very inefficient way to go about trying to get meat. And then there's the third component, beard hair. That's right. While Wolfgang is not capable of growing a beard, the titular main character of the game, Wilson, is. And his beard hair, you need 4 of them to construct a meat effigy. Well, if I'm not playing Wilson, how do I get beard hair? Remember the sanity meter and how I've alluded to the fact that as your sanity drops, crazy shit starts happening? One might even go so far as to say beardy shit starts happening. Well, that in fact is very literal. Rabbits at 80 sanity and below will turn into beardlings, which you will all soon see. Seriously? Alright, make me a new axe. Apparently I can't see very far in this light either. Let's just burn a bunch of these pine cones. And throw some coal on the fire. That should help. My night vision. Probably gonna want to use the shovel on all of these stumps to dig them up. Beardlings are basically darkish rabbits, would be a good approximation. Composed entirely of beard hair. And they have a chance at dropping beard hair. They also drop something called nightmare fuel, which is significant in top tier construction. And they also drop monster meat instead of ordinary meat. So, totally a thing that you get hungry if you're staying at low sanity for a long time, hunting beardlings. But that's the goal. And in order to drop my sanity rapidly, what I'm going to do is find a nearby wormhole, which costs you, what, 20-ish sanity to go in and out of? Go in and out of it a couple times to tank my sanity. Come back to my campsite where I have loads and loads of available rabbit traps, and then when the rabbits all turn to beardlings, that's what I'll be harvesting. That's the plan. See how it works. Oh my god, what a lush field of grass. I'm gonna have to spend a whole day or night just harvesting that at some point. Oh, too much honey. Let's eat one of these honey hams. There we go. So my health is now back to reasonable levels. My hunger is back to excellent levels. This is the thing about this game, man. You can get locked into a cycle of just doing the same correct but time-consuming actions over and over and over and not actually push out what you really need to do. Alright. I want to make a 3rd bee box. Let's do that before I leave town. My backpack, I left it over here with the Chester. Let's go get the backpack. The reason I like putting my eye bone in the backpack is that when I drop my backpack to go, it's usually to go into combat, and I don't want Chester following me into combat, because he just gets killed. Where did I put those live bees? Put them inside Chester. Cool. Alright, there's my newest bee box. Why don't y'all get to work on that honey? And there's the nearby wormhole. I have plenty of daylight left. I've got a decent armor. I've got decent weapons. Let's get cracking on going insane, shall we? The goal is to collect sufficient beard hair. This actually probably took me really close to the swamp, didn't it? But while I'm here, let's take a quick glance at the swamp and see if there are any reeds I can collect. Oh my god, there's been a veritable treasure trove of spider killings that happened while I was gone. Yeah, let's definitely go see if we can get at some of that, noting that that is a tier 3 spider den, so caution is clearly indicated. But you never know if maybe they're... Nope! They are clearly not all dead. Not by a long shot. I am not going to run straight onto the moor, but I am going to run away. Okay. Keeping a careful eye out for the tentacle monsters, because those guys are scary. Let's get a couple reeds. Reeds can only ever be collected on the swamp, so they're kind of a pain in the ass to collect. But I really want to make a certain item, the bird cage, which requires 4 or so, I think 8 or so reeds, of which I already had 6. Okay, you see that little... Oh no, never mind. It's my imagination. My sanity is still very solid. At around 100 sanity, the game starts considering you as being below max sanity. Like, the first tier down. Looks like all I'm gonna get out of that is 3 reeds. That's fine. Let's go back to tanking the sanity, shall we? Oh! 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 God, that was bad! I apparently crossed within 3 inches of tentacle and didn't realize it, and for all my caution about the tentacle monster, I just got destroyed by him. I respawn on the touchstone with none of my stuff, just naked as I am, and mercifully in the middle of the day, as opposed to late at night, my sanity down to 100. I'm gonna go straight back to where I died and attempt to retrieve my stuff. This is usually a bad idea, because usually whatever killed you the first time is gonna have an even easier time killing you again, especially at 50 health. But at the same time, I'm making a bad decision. I know I'm making a bad decision, but I just can't deal with mentally having to go back from square one when I know all my stuff is sitting right there. Totally will gather up these easy to use twigs and this basic grass armor before going in. Ideally I should fashion a weapon. What does it cost to make me my spear? Okay, do I have enough grass for a rope? Good. Give me my spear. Alright, now in theory I'm strong enough to kill a tentacle. In practice, there are 2 tentacles side by side that can both one-shot me, so... Well, 2-shot me, so... if I'm fighting, I'm already doing it wrong. There they are. Backpack accumulated. Stuff. Just picking up stuff. Okay, so far so good. No! Bad growth boy. I hit spacebar to auto pick up and it auto attacked instead. Let's go for the honey. Actually, let's eat the honey straight, just for the trivial amount of health I get out of it. Okay, I think I got everything. Sweet, that was a very risky maneuver. It paid off, barely. But yeah, you know how I said immortality and all of that? Well, this is the reason I said it, because right now, if I die again, it's game over. So I should be really careful in walking on eggshells. But if I play my cards right, I'll never die, because I'll just build a meat effigy and have a guaranteed extra life. Let's use the teleporter to get back home. 99 sanity, down to 84. Pretty close to insane. You know what I really can't handle right now would be a wolf attack. But I'm pretty sure I ended last game on a wolf attack, so it's probably a fair distance till that happens again. Notice that I'm not killing these rabbits right away for meat. Well, I'll kill 1 or 2 of them, actually. But I'm mostly gathering them. Reason is simple. I'm trying to... My sanity is going to tank pretty soon. If not, if for no other reason, I will just make it tank a few points. And once that's done, meat is going to be in short supply. Like ordinary meat's going to be in short supply. Oh, you know what? I can't wait this long. It's almost nightfall again. I've spent 2 days just faffing about, trying to get to the point of actually going insane. Come nightfall, I will actually probably be insane, though. Tell you what, let's go ahead and cook my last honey hams. You too. Damn it. There we go. Eat this one because low stats. That helps the sanity a little as well. That's fine. I'm gonna hang out in the edge of the camp overnight so that I go insane. Because darkness lowers your sanity, and I'm gonna be losing a lot of it. Also, that will give me an excuse to spend all this time. Oh, it's gonna be dusk first. God, okay, I just don't have the time for this, so what I'm gonna do is eat something that lowers your sanity. Mushrooms are a great thing to do this with, but I don't want to take the time to go find them, so I'll just eat some rotten meat, or raw meat. Here we go. 89. It's trickling down, actually. That's good, but not fast enough. Eat. There. Sanity has been tanked completely. And now, we can start working on creating that meat effigy. Because you see, that's not a rabbit. It's a beardling. And when I killed it, it gave me beard hair. That's 1 out of 4. I need 4 beard hair to make a single meat effigy. I obviously am not just going to stop the moment I mean, I'm going to stop when it gets too dangerous, but I don't have to stop at 4. I can always just get extras. Or I can just dig through this massive, massive amount of grass that I have, apparently. I could seriously be here all night with the torch just gathering grass. In fact, I'm going to do that tonight when I'm done with working on the rabbits. Okay, making sure I have my armor at hand. I do. I'm going to burn the grass suit that I picked up, lest I ever accidentally confuse it for my armor, which it is clearly just not sufficient to be. And wow, this bee box is already leaking honey. You know, I'm just scared of getting bead. As well I should be. I mean, look what just happened. I finished harvesting it and they instantly all attack. That's what I was worried about. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And harvest the crock pot. Eat the honey ham. And go back for my backpack and all of the honey that I dropped. Bees don't remain angry for very long, which is nice. Okay, I think I've gotten the majority of the nearby rabbit traps, so I'm preparing for the nightfall, where I will simply harvest all night. I wonder what happens if I use a filler like berries. So monster meat, ordinary meat, berries, and honey. My guess is that I get honey nuggets. We'll see. Gotta be careful about that grue. But in the dark, I'll just go with the torch and just keep gathering these strings all night. Notice the eyes in the darkness? My sanity is sub 70, so crazy shit starts to happen. If I had full image processing and features on, bloom effects would be happening right now with screen distortion. And I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a reddish tinge. Also, there's that little shadowy creature of some sort. That outline has become more and more distinct. What could it mean? What could it mean? Alrighty, that should about do it for the night. So, wow, maxed out, awesome. Let's go ahead and... Okay. Daybreak. That thing is still there. I apparently caught another goddamn bird. Let's shove a bunch of this string that I've collected and stuff that I've collected in general into pouches. Let's make ourselves a new papyrus, however it's pronounced. Oh, I have more reeds, right? I do, good. Maybe get another papyrus out of that. Alright, and that should about do it for now. Let's split this stack, because I still have another stack. Hell, we'll just put the whole thing there and just drop that. Okay, we good, we good. let's get back to what we really are trying to do. 4 beard hair. Alternatively, I could try to... No. See, here's the thing. Right now, I don't think I have a touchstone active, or maybe I had a second that I forgot about. But regardless, I don't have a lot of life yet. So, my top priority right now is to get an extra life, because I don't want to lose all my progress. If you are very conscientious about making sure you have 1 or 2 meat effigies up during the summer, then you usually are good every season as long as you don't die more than twice a season, which generally most people won't once they know what they're doing. You usually don't have to worry about death in this game, which is really nice. 2 beard hair out of 4. Also, I'm stacking 3 monster meats, which is not bad. Notice that shadowy lobster-like thing in the background has become more and more distinct the more insane I get. It's also sort of kind of following me. Your hallucinations, and there's another, that snake-shaped one, your hallucinations can actually attack you when your sanity gets low enough. And you can attack back, but it's not as effective unless you're using shadow weapons for quite a while. At the lowest sanity, I think that you have the perfect ability to attack back, but of course at the lowest sanity, they're permanently hunting you, making everything about 10 times more dangerous than it would otherwise be. 2 beard hair, 4 monster meats, 5 nightmare fuel. I don't know what the percentage is, but generally I have to kill... I mean, I get about a 10 stack of other stuff before I get the 4 beard hair I want. Like, I have 10 of non-beard hair and 3 of beard hair right now. Still, nightmare fuel is useful to produce the shadow manipulator that I will eventually want to create, so it's not like I'm not eventually going to do this. And the thing about getting in and out of low sanity is, remember how a tent restores 50 sanity? So once I make the decision to go back, all I have to do is sleep in the tent a couple times. Of course, you can't sleep in a tent during the day, and you can't sleep in a tent while under active attack, so yay, 4th beard hair acquired. Do you hear that roar in the background or not? If you guys do, it's not your imagination. When you kill an innocent creature like a rabbit, or a beardling in this case, the risk of meeting the evil Santa Claus known as the Krampus increases. He is basically a creature that shows up, runs on the screen, and tries to steal all of your items, and then attack you. He's not very dangerous. If you can kill wolves, you can kill him quite easily. Oh, these are killing beardlings too. Awesome. I'm dangerously close to the angry pigs. Or the pig guardians, or whatever their official title is. In any event, I have the 4 necessary beard hair at this point, so what I'm going to do is, once nightfall comes, I'm going to restore my sanity, and then I'm going to head to where the beefalo roam, in the south. In fact, I might head in that direction now. And once I'm at where the beefalo are, I'll kill a beefalo for its meat, and that should add up to what I need to construct the meat effigy. I think I might also need wood, actually. I'm actually fairly sure I do need wood. I think you need 4 planks. But I have like 30 wood stacks, so that should be enough for the moment. Okay. The gloom approaches. We're going to restore our sanity by sleeping in a tent. And overnight, notice how all the sapling fields have maxed out, so I have a lot of the raw resources. This is why I was so adamant about doing all of that collection previously. Pays off huge dividends. Ooh, that's a rich forest. You know what? With all of this 8 monster meat I've collected, I'm gonna go to the pigs, get them on my side, and then get cracking on the harvest. For now, we want to isolate one cow who's alone. You notice the red spot on his tail, that means he's in heat. Which doesn't mean a lot, it just means he'll attack you for no good reason if he wants to. Or I could hit him and give him a good reason. God damn it, that thing's gonna be the death of me. Boom. Give me my armor. He's attacking my Chester, and I'm trying to auto-pick items up. Beefalo's dead. Beefalo is considered a very innocent animal, so killing it gives you a lot of naughty points that bring on that Krampus I was telling you about. I'm not that concerned about explaining the Krampus until he actually shows up in-game, then I'll explain him. Eventually I will be summoning him intentionally, so you'll see that. Stitch the pine cones, take all of the meat, and hell, let's take the wool. We're gonna set up the meat effigy right in my camp. I think that's one of the smartest places to have it, so that when I die and I'm reborn in a place that I have actual resources, as opposed to in the middle of nowhere. So, let's set it up about here-ish, I guess? Meat effigy requires beard hair, check. 4 cooked meats, well I have the raw meats, and 4 planks. Let's start with the planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just stack them all. Next we need the cooked meats. Fun trick, if you have the meat first, you can hang on to it for a long time, and eventually when it's almost rotten, cook it, and it will still work just fine, because it restores a lot of freshness that way. Okay, and if only that worked that way in real life. Now, I should have everything required for the epic meat effigy. Notice how there's a black line now at the top of this circle? That's because when you make a meat effigy, you lose a couple permanent HP as long as it's alive. This is in no way incentive not to build one, merely a reason not to build 20. Okay, all of these saplings are in full bloom. I have to collect these at some point, but no, I think I'm going to prioritize the forests. So let's go get those pigs on my side, and then we'll get cracking on the forests. Which pigs? The pig houses I set up. I've got half the day where they will still be willing to work, because they apparently don't work after dusk. Okay, give you some food, and where's your buddy? Come on, man, I made 2 of you for a reason. There we go. Hey, you! Wake up. Has meat. Good, eat your meat. And then beat my meat. No, wait, don't. Don't! That would be piggish. So, all I have to do is instruct them to hit the trees, and they should figure out that that's what I'm trying to do. And that leaves me free to pick up the pieces. In fact, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. While they're busy cutting trees, I'll be busy picking up fallen tree bits. And that preserves the sharpness on my axes, and it lets me double up the speed by replanting while they cut. This is actually very efficient. Almost want a 3rd pig on cutting duty. And this will soon replace all of the planks that I burnt through. I'm gonna have to get rid of all these stumps sometime. They're quite obstructive. Hey, guys, follow me. There's a much bigger forest that needs deforesting. Set up a clump of trees southwest of here, and they are all in full bloom. Wow, that beefalo is very close. And he's in heat. I'm worried that he'll attack the pigs and start a war. The thing about the beefalo herds is that they do actually, you know, have children and respawn. So if you kill one every now and then, it's no big deal. I am tempted to make a 2nd meat effigy while I'm in the right mood. Oh crap, he's attacking my Chester. And the pigs have called it a night. You know what? I am gonna kill you. Nope, shit. There's a whole beefalo herd here. The pigs are probably dead. Nothing can be done about them. I should have a beefalo hat somewhere up north that I can grab, so that I can safely retrieve my stuff. Because I don't think they'll attack you when you're wearing the beefalo hat. Leading me to believe that beefalo are somewhat retarded. Apparently that luxury does not extend to my Chesters. No, what's happened is that the beefalo herd have migrated very far to the north from their original nesting ground. This is not okay. They're dangerously close to my base right now, and I won't stand for it. In the future, I'm going to have to do something about this. However, I think in the future is the key word. At this point, I've accomplished what I set out to do for this video. I really wanted to Good God, see, they're chasing right into my camp. I don't want to kill off the whole herd, but if they keep doing this, I'm not going to have a choice. Get the hell out of my camp. Fucking beefers. Okay, I'm going to drop the eye bone here so that the Chester won't follow me. I'll keep wearing the hat so I'll be protected. And, yeah, they're literally right inside the camp. I'm gonna have to make getting them the hell away from me a top priority next time. Because they're gonna go to sleep here at the rate they're going, and I don't want that to happen. I don't happen to already have the right items, do I? That would be great. No, I don't think I do. Yeah, they literally went to sleep in my camp. Tomorrow, or rather next time I play, getting the beefalo out is going to be my top priority. For today, however, I think this is going to be a good enough stopping point. I will see you guys next time.